Welcome back to the ultimate greatest godlike channel in the entire universe, my channel. So today we're going to talk about this specific headset. It's made by Astro. I actually received this in the mail. They're called the A40 TRs, whatever. It comes with the mixer. So this video might be about 2 parts long because apparently there's a good and also the bad, but the bad isn't that bad. I mean, the headphones are great, really, great, but it seems like I have a little trouble with some component, I guess, or whatever, but I'll get to that. So I was going to do an unboxing and then the troubleshooting part, but because I assume that people want the troubleshooting first, because people want to get shit done, like myself, I agree. So I'm gonna talk about the troubleshooting part. So apparently from the mixer, the little box, to the headset, there's a cord, which is called the it's the one that holds the mute button. I think it's called the in cable mute, something like that. It's like a little button. They changed it. Back then it used to be like a little switch that you rubbed up or down, and up was like regular, down mute, whatever, but this time they made it into a button. So what have happened is that when I plugged it in, well, I did the update, I did the firmware and all that, so I didn't have any updates. It was already fully updated, so that was nice. But when I plugged it in and everything was fine, I did my settings, I was playing around with some of the little, whatever the hell it's called, the little line bar things that can increase or decrease or whatever, and I everything was fine, everything was working fine. I tested them out first, and one of my friends said that it sounded terrible, it wasn't really working too well, whatever. And when I tested them out earlier, by myself, it sounded fine. So I went back in, I played around with the settings or whatever, and I guess it started working again. I really don't know what was going on. So after that, I tested them out again with someone else, and he said they sounded great. They said it was perfect. It didn't sound like it was an echo. Sound quality was fine. He basically said they sounded great, and that's good. That made me ease up because I was kind of getting really upset. You just got this new product, you think it's gonna be beast, and then you test them out and it just sucks. So I was kind of getting a little bit pissed off about that. So what did I do next? So afterwards I started playing with the little buttons, I guess. Started pressing all the buttons to see if things were working and stuff, and then I got to the point of the mute. And for some reason the mute didn't work. The one on the cable, you pressed it and didn't do anything. It was kind of dumb. I was like, what the hell is this? What's the problem? And what had happened was the mute wasn't working, wasn't responding. Every time I pressed it, I heard a big like a clicking sound inside the mic, like a big cluck, or it sounded like a poof. Yeah, it was more like a poof sound, and it didn't mute it. So what I figured out was if I held the button, it would mute it, but it wouldn't stay mute. Like the little mixer didn't turn red, the buttons, because when you mute it, it turns red, and then when you unmute it, it basically goes back to normal. You can chat or whatever. So what have happened was I really didn't know. I went online, I tried to search, and nobody had any answer. I tried to look at the Astro form, and that was kind of useless. Too much garbage. It was too cluttered with too much garbage, and I couldn't filter it. I couldn't find it. So I said, well, this is dumb. So the next thing I did was I just said, screw it. Let me cut to the chase, and I'm gonna message Astro, to their support. So I did. I took a snapshot. I made some photos about what I did, or what I figured out, and I sent them out, which I'm gonna post them on this video. So what have happened was, what did I do next? I figured out that so the wire comes from the mixer to the headset. So from the headset, that little plug that goes into the headset, the little jack. So what I found out is that if I kind of pull it out a little bit, like a little bit, not because it's, when you fully plug it in, it goes all the way in, right? That's what she said. So, but anyway, so I try to pull it out a little bit, and then a little of the metal is exposed. So then I couldn't mute the mic. I was able to mute it, but I couldn't talk on the mic. See, it was dumb. So then when I plugged it all the way in, I could talk on the mic, but I couldn't mute it. So I just couldn't figure out what the hell was the problem. It was just mind-boggling, It's like, what is this? This is stupid. No, never again. Fuck Astro. But it just started dawning to me. Like, what could have happened? What could have been the problem? And I replugged it in, and I started playing with the stupid levers, and all the little switches and all that crap. And by luck, I found out that when I lower the side tune and I lowered it down, because I had it maxed. I don't know why I had it maxed. I have no idea why. I think I was just being dumb and I was just playing around with it. But I lowered it down, and then I synced the device, and I pressed the button, just to press it for the hell of it, and it turned red. And I said, what? Oh, that's cool. So then I took it off from the computer, I plugged it to the PlayStation 4, and I tested it out, and it worked. So the issue was, if you maxed out the side tune on the software, it won't let you mute it. It's dumb. So then what I did is I Googled it to see if other people maybe might have discovered this. And I only found one post. It was on Astro site, under forum. And some unknown person posted the same thing. They were like, hey, did you ever try the side tunes? And it was from last year. So they had this situation since last year, but then they have other people complaining still that, hey man, this is still an active problem, and they haven't solved it yet. But it was actually a chick. I forgot her name. Damn, I wish I should have wrote it down. But it was a chick, and she figured it out. But everybody ignored it because she had like a 20 other posts underneath her, and everybody just ignored that. But the problem was the side tune. The box that I highlighted right here. So if you have this problem that I was having, play around with the side tune, because that might be the problem that you might be having. I mean, it worked. That was my issue. So the good thing is that what do you call it? The good thing is that Astro did write me back. They did. They wrote me back, and they said they're gonna send me a new wire, which is nice, which is nice. I did tell them that I fixed it. I told them that, I told them basically what I'm doing right now. Telling you guys, hey man, this is what I did. This is how I solved the problem, and blah 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 blah. So, but the guy still, Ben, I think the guy's name was Ben or Billy, whatever, it was a B, and he wrote me back and he said, yo man, hey man, sorry to hear that, blah blah blah. Hey man, that's your cord. You got a bad cord, so they're gonna just send me a new one, because they said it's not supposed to do that. So they're sending me a brand new cord, and that's kind of cool. I'm surprised they actually replied pretty fast, because when I deal with like other companies, if something goes wrong, usually it takes them a while, like I don't know, 3 to 4 or 5 business days. I know Logitech, when I complain about something, like I had one of those MMO mouse, and one of the buttons was messed up when I bought it. I ordered it directly from them too, and the button was pretty messed up, and it took them about 4 to 5 days to get back to me, which was kind of dumb. And what do you call it? So yeah, so Astrotech did pull through on this one. It was kind of nice of them. It's pretty cool. Yeah. So if you have that problem, same situation that I was having, I'm gonna put pictures of it while I'm talking, and blah blah blah, I'm rambling away. That was the situation. It was just a damn side note. So side tune. That was a damn problem. It's crazy, right? But anyway, if you have any other issues or problems, because my ticket is still open. So if you guys have any problems, just ask away, and I can just, write to this Ben guy, I guess, and tell him, yo, so-and-so has this problem, fix this shit. What's wrong with you? So yeah. So anyway, I think that's basically it. I'm gonna make this a 2-part thing. I believe I'm gonna continue recording, but I mean, I just wanted to cover this troubleshooting thing first, so people know that this is what's going on and this is how you fix this shit. Because I mean, some people paid for this, which I understand. So, I mean, some people paid for this, and it's an expensive product. And I know that if you buy something expensive and then you get it home and something is not right, especially if you order directly from the main guys and it comes fucked up, it's gonna piss anybody off. Because I was getting pretty pissed off, especially when my first friend was telling me, like, yeah man, I can't hear you, sounds terrible, it sounds pretty bad, blah blah blah. I was getting really ticked off. So I don't know if you can hear it through my voice, but I was getting really mad. I just don't like spending that much money and then things go wrong. It's like buying a Mercedes. I don't know how many of you guys have Mercedes, and then you take it to a Mercedes shop and then they say, oh, I don't know what happened, sir, but apparently one of your light bulbs is not working. You know damn well one of your light bulbs was just working, but magically it doesn't. And then you gotta chew out the mechanic for trying to rip you off, and you tell him to go fuck himself. Yeah, it's like that. Yeah, kids, if someone tries to mess with you and try to bullshit you, always call them out on it. That's words of wisdom. Don't be scared. So anyway, so that's it for this video. Is, man, 10 minutes long of just probably pictures, or actually 11 minutes. Ooh. So anyway, hope that helps. If you have any questions, feel free to comment or email me, whatever, and I'll try to help you guys out. Because I still, like I said, I still have that ticket open. I can just message that Ben guy and I can forward him your questions if you guys are still waiting. Because I was reading on the forum also that some people are still waiting for an answer since last year. And the moderator, whatever her name is, I forgot the chick, some chick, and that moderator, like, she's like clueless. She has no idea what was going on or how to handle the problem. She was just directing people to tech support. Kind of lame. So anyway, you guys stay frosty, be safe, stay cool, and hopefully this helps you guys out. So like and comment and all that shit, and subscribe or whatever, right? Yeah, whatever. So anyway, have a good one.